Let's solve some grade 8 star math questions on slope as unit rate. Now let's take a look at this question. It says an oil well contractor drills a shaft 7 meters deeper. 7 meters deeper is going down by 7 meters into the ground every 2 hours. Which graph has a slope that best represents this rate? Now let's take a look at it. 7 meters, for each 7 meter it is going down by for each 2 hours it is going down by 7 meters. So that means for 1 hour it is going down by 3.5 meters. So first off, it cannot be J because it cannot be, it is not like this. No, it can't be J. So we are left with F, G, and H. So now let's look at 2 hours. Let's start with this. Let's take a look at 2 hours. At 2 hours, for every 2 hours, it's supposed to go down at 7 meters. So let's trace 2 hours up here. If we trace 2 hours up here, since this is 5, the midpoint of this is 5, 10. So if this is -5, this one will be negative 7.5. So that means this point here is less than 5, so it cannot be this. So let's take a look at 2 hours here. Let's trace 2 hours up here. If we trace 2 hours up here, if this is 10, this is 10, so that means this will be negative, this is -20, this is -15. So this is 10, this will be -5. So this is around the midpoint. So it is possible that this is -7. So now let's take a look at this last option. At 2 hours, let's look up, let's trace 2 hours up. If we trace 2 hours up, it is not close to 7 at all. So it cannot be this. So H is the correct answer. Since it says at 2 hours, it goes down by 7 meters. So just to be sure again, if at 2 hours it went down by 7, that means at 2 hours we have -7. At 10 hours, we'll be having -14. So let's trace 4 hours up. If we trace 4 hours up here, if we trace it to this place, you see that it is not up to -15. So this is also correct. Let's try at this is 2 hours, this is 4 hours, sorry. Let's try 6 hours. So this will be -21. So let's trace 6 hours up. Let's trace it here. You see that it is close to 20, but it is a little bit above 20. So H is the correct answer. So now let's take a look at another one. A bottle contains 30 fluid A bottle contains 30 fluid ounces of orange juice and 18 fluid ounces of pineapple juice. Which graph has a slope that best represents the ratio of orange juice to pineapple juice in this bottle? So we can see the pineapple juice on the x-axis and the orange juice on the y-axis. So it contains 30 fluid for orange juice and 18 for pineapple juice. The ratio of orange to pineapple will be 30:18, and that will be, when we simplify the 6 can go, that will be 5:3. So that means when orange is 5, pineapple should be 3 when orange is 5. So let's look for 5 on orange. 5 is somewhere here. So when orange is 5, let's trace it up. Pineapple should be 3. Okay, we can assume that this is correct, but let's hold on first. So let's look for 5 here. When orange is 5, pineapple should be 3. Let's trace this up. You can see that it is around 16. So this cannot be the option. Let's look at the next one. When orange is, oh, sorry, pineapple is the one below. So don't make the same mistake I just made. Pineapple is the one on the x-axis, so orange is the one on the y-axis. So that means when orange is 5, when there is 5 on the left on the y-axis, when there is 3 on the, we have to focus on 3 on the x-axis. So let's look for 3 here. Let's look for 3 here. If we trace 3 here, it must go to 5 on the orange axis, on the orange axis. So this is wrong. If we trace 3 up here, it must be equivalent to 5. This is wrong. So let's trace 3 up here. If we trace 3 up here, it is above 4, it is before 8. We can assume that this is right. But let's trace 3 up here. If we trace 3 up here, it is like on 4. So the answer is between G and J. But let's take a look at it very well. Let's do our calculation very well. Now let's look at it. Let's go to 3. If we have 3 here, 3 is here, 3 is here. So since this is 0 to 4, so that means we'll be having we'll be having 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. We have 3 numbers here, 3 lines here. So let's say we trace 3 lines here. This is 7, this is 6, 5 should be somewhere here. So for this one too, this is 7. Let's trace 7 like this. This is 6, 5 should be somewhere here. So when we trace 3 up here, it is closer. This is closer to it than this. If we trace 3 up here, it will not be on 5 because 5 should be somewhere here. So G is the correct answer for this. G is the correct answer. So now let's look at the next question. At a restaurant, 600 customers were served during a 10-hour period of time. A 10-hour period of time. Which graph has a slope that best represents the number of customers that were served per hour at this restaurant? So it cannot be this because it is not constant. So we're not given anything, nothing is constant here. So now it is between H and J. So now we're talking about 10 hours, 600 customers were served during a 10-hour period. So the total time is 10 hours and 600 customers were served. Which graph has a slope that best represents the number of customers that were served per hour? So if 600 customers were served in 10 hours, that means 60 customers were served in 1 hour. So now let's look at 1 hour and trace it up. So the option is H because when you trace 1 up here, it goes down, it goes to 60, and this is correct. So let's look at this one too. When you trace, now let me zoom this up so you can zoom it in. So when you trace 1 up here, you see that it is above 60. So it can't be this. So now let's try 2 hours. 2 times 60, that will be 120. So if you trace 2 up here, it is above 120. 5 times 60, that will be that will be 300, right? Yeah, that will be 300. So if you trace 5 up here, you see that it lands on 360. So that means this is wrong. But if you trace 5 up here, it lands on 300. So H is the correct option. So whenever you pick an option like that, make sure you consider other points for you to confirm that what you choose is correct. So now let's move to the next question. So the next question, question 4. The next question says, The next question says, a bottle contains 30 fluid. We've solved this one. It's a repetition. So the next one says, Gwen spent $12.50 to purchase 5 bracelets. Each bracelet costs the same amount. So if she spends $12.50 for 5 cents and they cost the same amount, so one will cost 5 will go in 12 2 times, remainder 2. So we put decimal. 5 will go in 25 5 times. So one will cost 2.5. So which graph has a slope that best represents this rate? So one bracelet will cost 2.5. So let's see. Bracelet is on the x-axis. So for one, we must get 2.5. 1 here goes to 5. So this is wrong. 1 here goes above 2. So let's hold on with that first. 1 here comes to 12. So this is wrong. 1 here goes below 2. So this is wrong. So this is the correct option. 1 here goes above 2 and is not up to 4. So it is 2.5. So the next question, now you solve this yourself. The cost of 6 pencils at a store is 30 cents. Each pencil has the same cost. Which graph has a slope that best represents the cost of each pencil at the store? It's just the same thing as what we've been solving. So solve this one. So the next one says, A faucet leaks 0.8 gallon of water every 2 hours. 0.8 gallons leaks every two hours. Which graph has a slope that best represents the number of gallons per hour leaked by the faucet? So if 0.8 gram leaks every 2 hours, that means we divide 0.8 by 2, that gives 0.4 grams per hour. So for every one, there must be 0.2. So identify it on the graph. Which of the options is correct? Now to the next one. A student took 32 minutes to complete a 20 question history assignment. Choose 2 points that lie on the line with the slope that best represent the number of questions completed by minute. So 32 minutes to complete 20 questions. Choose 2 points that lie on the line with the slope that best. So now let's look at this one. Says 5 and 8. So if it took 32 minutes to complete 20 questions, so how many minutes will it take to complete one question? Um that would be, this is the same thing as saying 3.2 over 2. When we cancel this zero, we move the decimal here. So this will be 1.6 for one question. So 1.6 for one question. It will take 1.6 minutes to solve one question. So now let's look for question. This is the time and the question is here. So let's trace one. Okay, for 8 questions, this is 8 questions. Let's trace 8 questions down here. If one question, if one question takes 1.6 minutes. So 8 questions will take 8 times 1.6. So 8 times 1.6, that will be 12.8. So let's try this one too. This one is 5. So 5 times 1.6, 5 times 1.6, this one gives 8. This one gives 8. So this point is correct. Let's try this one. This one is 10. 10 times 1.6, that gives 16. So that means this point is also correct. So that means the question asks that which two points are correct? Which 2 points, where is the question? Choose 2 points that lie on the line with the slope. So this and this are the points that lies on the slope. So you first find 1 minute. Then when you find the 1 minute, one question, then you can multiply the number of questions to get the time it took to complete it. So now this one, a bookshelf contains 15 books that each have the same width. The combined width for all 15 books, the combined width is 12 inches for 15 books. Which graph has a slope that best models the width of each book? So if 15 books is, if the width is 12 inches, so one book will be 15 over 12. So calculate that and locate and choose the correct option. Calculate that and choose the correct option. So calculate that and locate the correct graph. So now let's move to the next one. A student travels a distance of 68 miles in 32 minutes. 68 miles in 136 minutes. Which graph has a slope that best represents this rate? So you have to calculate. We have distance and we have time here. So you have to say, and when you have to find how many minutes it will take to go on 1 mile. So once you calculate how many minutes it takes to go on 1 mile, then you can identify it on the graph. So this means that 1 mile, it will take 2 minutes to cover 1 mile. It will take 2 minutes to cover 1 mile. So identify it on the graph. Which one has on which graph does 1 mile travels 2 minutes? So the next one, a bus travels 25 miles in 30 minutes. Which graph has a slope that best represents the miles per minute? So you have to find how many miles will it cover in 1 minute. Once you are able to find how many miles it covers in 1 minute, and that will be 25 divided by 30, and that means it covers 0.83 or 0.8 miles in 1 minute. Then you can choose the correct option on the graph. So, and that is all. That is all. So make sure you patiently go through everything, and if you are confused at any point, go through and go over from the beginning again. And that will be all for this video.